cooldown reduction that she is just like nonstop throwing out word bubbles. Like at that point, she may as well become Ella Fitzgerald, right? Like she just starts scatting like a without jinkies, what, you know? Like, it's like, all right, Velma, like you got that.
Remix. So, so we're gonna jump. Ooh, we got some known players coming on board here from the community. This is Bugzy and the BandMan. Those that don't know, Bugsy's been rocking that Discord a little bit.
Yeah,
you know, helping
pros
out,
only.
Put the pros. So he says pros only, but literally anyone's
Anyone
welcome to join it to learn. And that's the thing I like about it a lot. That Discord's really good. People to jump in, learn anything about the competitive scene. He's one of the ones that started it and helped like make it moderate it. And dude, I've been seeing those ads, bro. You've been adding EVO a lot. I get those pings. I get those pings. You feel me? Meanwhile, he's gonna be playing along with BandMan. And this is going to be quite the team, right? This is I believe this is a Velma and Bugs. Bugsy did have a Harley back during the closed alpha and the beginning of the beta, but I think he just felt a little more strongly with Velma. Meanwhile, going to be facing off against RoflcopterSuah and GUS.
Okay.
Ooh, here we go. So literally, you know, they're going to be jumping into this game. They're plugging the controllers in and everything, but Velma and Bugs, you know, again, we've seen that before a little bit earlier today. Harley and Bugs is also a pretty strong team, in my opinion. I think Harley has a lot of tools in her kit that can help complement Bugs. She can, she has a lot of like good moves to be able to like trap opponents to be able to move in a certain way that she wants them to move, such as like the Jack in the Box.
Yes.
And then if you combine that with the rockets, with the safes, like it's a lot of stuff on screen. But so is the, you know, same thing with Velma, with the word bubbles, with the megaphone, you know, just throwing out a lot of active hitboxes that are constantly on screen. Like you do have to like maneuver around it, you know?
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Bugsy, of course, fiend on the Harley.
Fiend,
but,
yes.
You know, whether or not I mean, I do see them
see
taking
Harley.
a peek. Okay, so we might actually get
Here
to
we
see
go.
a little bit of
OG
that. That'd be
main.
lovely. Okay.
Let's go. Meanwhile, on the other side, it looks like we're going to see Tom and Jerry and Harley. So two Harleys. Two Harleys for the price of one.
Did not expect I'd see this, to be honest.
No, I'm a big fan of this. Oh, look at this little screen. We're going to look at the perks here real quick after we get some control setting. So, like, literally every player has to set up their own controls every time we go onto there. So, like, this is what this guy's getting a little behind-the-scenes action here of what's actually going on. And then like, selecting their perks, the controls and everything. Let's get a little bit of a zoom in there. Yeah, I like that.
Ooh.
So, you look at that unique perk, by the way, on the third player. That's Tom and Jerry. That unique perk's really good because it allows the TNT, when you get hit by the rocket,
dynamite?
Gives you the triple dynamite. Very strong tool in the arsenal. You know, being able to just have 3 of those hits out there is so big for it covers like a lot of the stage, and you're gonna get caught. Like if you're near him, you're gonna. If you see that TNT spawn, not only can he spawn that TNT on cooldown, it's 2 ammo, so you can do it twice. So like if that TNT's coming your way, bro, you get out of dodge or try to hit him before he swings at it.
And it's tough too because sometimes you'll see like Tom swing at it. Sometimes you'll see Tom may just drop it and then just let the TNT bounce a little bit, and then it just kind of acts like a hazard. It's like I can't walk over there.
Yeah, most def. So we're still picking our controls here, getting our perks ready to go. I'd love to see some cool perks come up today. That's part of the game, right? Is trying to select what perks am I running, which side perks am I running, which unique perks am I running. You know, like a lot of that matters here. You're gonna see another one. You're gonna see that if you look at that blue perk there on the bottom left for Harley Quinn, that's a boundless energy. That's a really good perk to have to be able to just like be able to get your own invuln. So in this game, every character has stamina, right?
Yes.
There's that little stamina blue bar that gets depleted.
People forget about that.
Yeah, it gets depleted every time you go for a dodge or a dash, and that's how long your invuln window is gonna be. The lower that bar is, the lower your invuln window. So what this does is you just get that bar back a little bit faster, and that's really important for trying to evade. Say you're off stage and you're on the wall, and you got to get back on stage. You're going to mash dash to get back up there. You're going to use that move like 4 times to get back on. When you have something like Boundless Energy, it's not that big of a deal, especially if it's stacked. It's 20% more if you got that stacked action going on. So very important perk to be able to like throw on there. So I'm glad a lot more players are running that.
Which I'm glad to see because there's a lot to experiment with. Admittedly, right, there's so many perks in the game and the different combination of perks, like there's a lot to experiment with, but it's always nice to see when people start getting privy to combinations that were not so popular before and being like, hold on, wait, I think this is good, and leading that wave of innovation.
That's snowball effect for me, bro. Snowball effect is the one that's like, I feel like a lot more people have been running, especially if you want to bully someone, whoever's been taking the most damage. If you're fighting against an Iron Giant, you run snowball effect. Iron Giant's going to be taking even more damage, bro. That's 15% more if you stack it too.
Poor guy, dude. I feel like I've seen no more clips than on the Iron Giant. Like,
So like every game has that one character that people combo on. It's like, okay, now do it on a different character. That's the character of this game.
yeah, no,
Having
I
like
agree with you.
Colossus do. I mean, the thing is, he makes up for it by being he's the heaviest character in the game by an extremely large margin. Like it is very. You can get caught by an up air on Bugs at like 180, and he might survive. Like it is There's a reason why he's combo fodder, is because he can live it. He can take it. He's also got the ability to be able to turn on those bolts to kind of like put a little bit of invincibility on yourself. Give yourself some breathing room, you know?
Okay, and I think we might be hopping into game one here of Bugzy and TheBanMan versus RoflcopterSuah and GUS any time now. And I think I heard this properly. You can go ahead and confirm this for me or not.
What's up?
Is the origin of the Tony T-shirts of Bugzy, was that his idea?
I believe so.
It was.
So
there we go. We got the thumbs up.
So in the Discord, that's where all the pings were about. He's trying to get everyone on board for EVO to like, hey, are we doing this? We all getting these shirts. So a bunch of the shirts were made in favor of Tony, obviously. So it's like that face is almost like a meme now. Like, I'm sure it's probably going to be like an emote on Twitch one day, like just that face right there. He's got them pearly whites, you know. He be looking.
Yo, too, that's that Colgate, man.
Yeah, dude, I feel it, dude. You know. So like a lot of people just like got together. A lot of the community came together to make shirts like that, and that's one of the things that happens in that Discord is a lot of talking between people.
Because I wanted to make sure, like, it's not the first time that we've seen that shirt on stream today, but as far as I know, it's the first time we've seen Bugzy on stream today, and I wanted to make sure that I gave credit to the guy whose idea it was. You know, like, if you up here, we gotta let the people know. Shout outs to Tony.
I'm sure he appreciates it.
All right, here we go. Fist bumps are coming out. So now this is the start of the real deal as we hop into game number one. And immediately, I've seen that start, that opener from so many a Bugs Bunny player today. Dashes to one side of the screen and starts putting out that drop kick. If it lands, it lands. If it don't, whatever. But it covers so much space, and I love seeing that aggression out the gate.
Yeah, just being able to go to, I mean, he has that ability to do that with that side air, you know? Just close the distance, get in there, start some aggression. So out the gate, you're going to see Bugzy going down, going for a little bit of fastball action to land the up air afterwards. And we're seeing Red Team with quite a strong lead currently.
Yeah, and I want to see how Bugzy in particular is going to be able to do here, right? Specifically Bugzy, and on the other side, I want to see how GUS is doing because we don't get to see Harley like that.
I mean, you know where I like to see Harley? When she falls down at 60 damage, you know, like being a very light character, she's going to be able to get caught by those up airs again, dude. Like, it's going to happen. That's going to be 2 points for blue team. Even though they were losing the damage game, all they needed was those one little ring outs, those key moves.
Whoa.
Speaking of.
That was absolutely wild, but that's going to be the first KO taken there. That's going to be 2. Okay, so we fighting back here. Hold on, Rufflecopter and GUS. I ain't know about them like that, but they here to scrap. They're doing a great job here. Beautiful conversion from Tom and Jerry there with the frying pan.
Yeah, actually, this is a pretty even game so far. 47 on here. Gets the downer into the up air, couldn't convert it. Good dash from Bugzy to be able to try to get these big combo damage from the BandMan. Carrying him from East Coast to West Coast to get the ring out. And now all of a sudden we're seeing Bugzy trying to find a way. A little bit of combo damage, gets caught by the hammer. That's such a good nair to be able to just like catch people off stage. Good for getting spikes. Has the cheese on him as well to get some even more damage on top of that from Jerry. And now BandMan trying to solidify that last kill. Wants the nair, wants the side air.
Looking for that final blow here. Where's it going to be? So much damage racked up onto Bugs Bunny here. Hold on.
Yeah, they're struggling, bro.
No, yeah, right? Like this is...
Literally, this could be it. This could be it. Like, literally, Bugzy at 133 just needs one downer against him to be able to send him off to the top. 3 points apiece. It's up to Red Team to kind of just stay alive. Bugzy definitely trying to shield the backline. Gets it. Is he able to get the conversion? Oh, my goodness. The BandMan coming in. I was looking at the left side of the screen, and my eyes should have been on the right side. You saw Super BandMan go in there and save Bugzy from the brink of despair.
See,
because literally he was dead. Like he was gonna get wrung out, bro. Like that was literally at the very edge of my seat. He was at 150 damage, off stage, running out of resources, and all of a sudden Super BandMan comes through on the right side and gets that last ring out. Close set.
That one's a little unfortunate, I think, in terms of Rufflecopter and GUS, because they were in a pretty good spot. And honestly, I have to give credit to the BandMan for finding that KO because they were not in a scenario where the threat of a KO should have even been possible. But an Acne Rocket was out on the stage. I was looking at it and I was like, your win condition is to not get hit by this Acne Rocket. And then what happens? You got hit by the Acne Rocket, set toward the right side. And at that point, the BandMan's like, oh, snap. Bugsy's getting kind of clapped up on the left side. I got to go out there and land this drop kick to end this game before we end up losing it. And that's exactly what happened.
You ever wonder why all the Looney Tunes characters, the Acme never works for them, except Bugs?
Yeah.
It works for Bugs. Do you think Bugs makes it? Like,
I mean, you might be a manufacturer.
Like, Wile E. Coyote stays getting scammed.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Bugs might have some war crimes under his belt.
Yeah. Whoa! Let's jump into game number 2 here. Going towards Sky Arena. Flat stage, no platforms. Again, this is a 1-0 game, but this could easily go to game 3. After watching that previous one, this could easily go to game 3.
Yeah, definitely so. It was so clutch from the BandMan. Hold on, that's going to be a double. That was beautifully played.
Down air to down air, getting the mount, and continues the combo game going. The double nair into the up air. Almost got a second point on there. You saw Bugsy trying to get the follow-up afterwards as well with that up special.
And I love that play as well because it's one of those scenarios where you have to use KBI to go up there because if you go sideways, you're going to get KO'd. So it means it's an easy read, and he tries to get that follow-up, but he wasn't able to find. Another one. They're dropping like flies.
This is Super BandMan's game. I'm telling you that right now. He is comboing them like crazy, connecting those nairs. Nair is such a strong tool for Bugs to be able to just combo off stage and get into a side air to be able to get some really early ring outs.
Oh man, but we have to be careful here as we're coming down to potentially the final moments. Finally, the first KO secured for the red team. We're probably too little too late. I want to see if they're able to respond in tow, but I think the blue team is riding all of that momentum they got from the end of game 1 and clutching that one out.
Yeah, he's trying as hard as all these cooldowns on Super BandMan, going off stage, trying to get that nair, being able to just go for the air dash upwards, avoid the follow-up, gets an air from Bugsy, solidifying that last point, closing it out. Super BandMan with 3 points under his belt. Bugsy closing out the last one. It's going to be a 2-0 victory for them. After such a close game number 1, to have a game 2 like that, they just had to wake up a little bit.
No, that was absolutely wild, man. I cannot believe that it snowballed as harshly as it did. I mean, especially we saw those final kind of last moment neutral airs coming out from Bugsy there, right? Using that big wide disjoint on the Harley mallet to go ahead and secure that one. In fact, let's take another look at it as we hop into these replays to see how the magic happened.
I want to see a Flambeau. Literally, like, there were just so many opportunities where they were just getting these nairs, getting this offstage. This was the key moment, right? So, like, near the end here on this game, I was looking at the left side the whole time, but then you saw that Super BandMan was out there, connected the side air, got the point, and that actually was the most important part because literally I think Bugsy was done for on the left side.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like he was running out of resources, so it was a very good pickup from Super BandMan to be able to get that side air. And that was his game to win. That was his game.
Wow.